Trojans, the storied Los Angeles Coliseum. The Beavers will kick it off to get us underway. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So USC's offense takes the field for the first time today. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off in defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
Well, that just shows you how much this quarterback trusts his baller wide receiver. He was double covered on that play, and still the QB tried to force it over to him.
Shotgun snap on third down. Got his man quickly. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. And the Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll try the run. Got a little space.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
The Trojans come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Fires to the big fella. Still running at the 40. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Pulled down at the 29 after getting 5. And the Trojans in a good spot here with second and short. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line. And he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Back to pass. Here's a heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on second down. Likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing it.
This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on fourth down. He might want another play. He wants to throw it again. Touchdown, Trojan! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
I love love the aggressiveness early by this offense. 4th and goal, no problem. Putting the drive together, staying aggressive, and they get rewarded.
I like just paying the drive off, too, because it's the opening drive of the game. You've marched it down the field. You want to come away with a touchdown, right? Maybe the decision-making there for the coach is, listen, even if we don't get it, our defense is out in good field position. There's a lot of football left to go. We can make up for it later. I love the aggressive play call.
So Oregon State's offense will have its first possession of the game. And for their sake, they better hope they've solved some of the turnover and protection issues that just plagued them in a nightmare of a game last week, Nick.
It was not a good performance. And this offense has got to grow. It's got to get better. And they've got to find some ways to move the football. But they've got to throw the football. But we can't turn it over. Just those are the critical mistakes. More games are lost than won. And last week, too many turnovers for this quarterback.
Well, they just had too many negative plays and too many turnovers in that game to win. They believe they've got the dudes offensively to win games so long as they stay on schedule. But when you're going backwards and you're giving the offense on the other side more possessions because you turn it over, that's a recipe for disaster, and that's something they have to be able to avoid in this game.
Lewis wants to pass. Complete to the right. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
Man, you see tight end matchups all over the field all the time now. It used to just be in the red zone. Now, you just find the big fella, you put him in the slot, try to give him the ball as much as possible because you know he can make big plays.
Wrestled down at the 26. It's a gain of 4. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Unloads to the wideout. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Got him downfield. Touchdown, Beavers! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. The extra point here would tie the game.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, Dave. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback making adjustments. Back to pass on 2nd down. Right down the middle. Complete to the left. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Passing game kept his drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. To the ground with the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Right back to the well. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
The Trojans come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Got enough for the first. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. And the Trojans are on the move. From the gun, looking for a man. quickly out to the tight end. Across the 25, he's got room. He's brought down the line of play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. The Trojans come to the line in the hurry-up. Quarterback may change this route. Looking downfield on first down. He's got it and still on his feet. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans!
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature, and you find them, and they produce like this, you keep finding them.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Lewis to throw. Fakes the catch. They stop him just a link or two short of the first. And, man, what they can do on second down here. And the Beavers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Quick release by the QB. He'll go out of bounds at the 38-yard line as this offense patiently tries to work the ball out of its own end.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They'll knock him down behind the line, and that's how we'll end this quarter. That's the end of the period, and USC has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Got it in the middle. It's Horn. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. The Beavers come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Firing to the right, complete. They get him down at the 34-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup and a first down. Sixth play of the drive coming up. From the gun, running back on the move. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. They get him down, but he does pick up 3 to the 32-yard line.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He's got his man. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They send the tight end in motion. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Oh, he got loose. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Oregon State. Extra point here will tie the game.
What a nice touchdown run, and this is a team effort, right? It's got to start with the offensive line to give you that crease, and then the wide receivers start to kick in, and the running back, he handles the rest. Nice touchdown run.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Hand off from the shotgun. Not a lot of daylight. He gets 1 to the 32.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Looking to fire. Grabbed in the middle. It's Barnes. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
From the gun on third down. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on third down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous.
He's got it. First down and more. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Wants to throw on first down. Tight end finds a soft spot.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit and let's keep going.
Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. For all of the star quality that USC has been built on, good offensive line, strong running game has always been a hallmark.
No doubt about it. I think they're built on, the passing game and explosive playmakers out wide, but they've always had that balance at USC. You got to have a little bit of the boring to go with the glitz and the glamour.
They'll move the tight end. Off the play fake. Quarterback on the move, still looking. He's open on the right. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
They're looking to pass from the red zone. Caught over the middle. It's Barnes. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Wants to fire on second down. Pocket breaking down. Fires to the tight end. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you can get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
I love the awareness by the defense here. Everyone thinking first down close to the goal line. The offense is going to run the football, right? But this defense was ready for the chance that the offense might throw it. So defenders playing the pass and getting upfield, getting to the QB. Awesome job.
We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Wants to go up top. Back swinging with the goal line. And he will take it in. Touchdown USC.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
He'll bring it out. It's Tucker. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. They are backed up, tough field position. The drive starts from their own 9-yard line. Lewis wants to pass. Makes the grab. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They'll line up with trips to the right side on 2nd and 6.
You run the slant route day one, and this is something that the quarterback and the wide receiver has done 100 million times.
Snags it on the right. And the explosiveness, the big gainer, gets it to the 49-yard line. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. You look to be backed up, and then suddenly you're not. Big play has them across the 50, and they'll have it 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. The hurry up now. 2nd down. Clock ticking. This defense will try to keep everything in front. They're working that left side. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise. Backing this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds the tight end. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of the 1st down. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. The Beavers line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. He gets his first one of the day out of there, and they used him 3 times in that loss last week. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pressure coming. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And sometimes you see great shooters, and they get on fire, and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
Looking to go up top in times, running out in the half. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
Yeah, and he looked like he had the opportunity to secure that, obviously open over the middle of the field. But you know how that works. Middle of the field, more defenders. Am I going to get whacked when I hit this thing? It makes those guys think a little bit. You see more drops over the middle of the field.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. It's complete. They get him down at the 36. It will be a 1st down. And the Trojans in the hurry-up. To the air on 1st down. Out of the backfield, he's open. They'll immediately call timeout.
That quarterback has a hose. That dude could throw it to a car wash and not get it wet. Great job of putting that ball on a line to his wide receiver.
The Trojans with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And it's incomplete, going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense. You're late in the first half. They're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
And the Trojans getting set on 1st and 10. Quarterback making checks. Looking to throw on 1st down. He wants to go deep. He's got it inside the 30. Inside the 30, down to the 29. Time is running short here in the first half. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. This is going to be a 46-yard field goal attempt. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
They finally make the stop, and that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Los Angeles. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. And with that, let's send it back to our men inside the world-famous LA Coliseum.
Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football ball out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
Fires to the middle. Complete downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
I remember back when I played for the Florida Gators, if you had 3,000 yards passing in a season, you might be an All-American. I know times have changed, but with that last completion, this guy's already over the 3,000-yard milestone this year.
Finds his tight end, and they pick up just a few on that completion.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to it. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Going to look downfield again. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose. And I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Man, it's nice to have a quarterback that can do this. Last week he was unbelievable. This week, even better. This dude is absolutely on fire, in the zone, feeling it, using the whole field, doing whatever he wants, when he wants, how he wants.
Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. And the Beavers had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Give to the back. Oh, he's got some space. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
How about the play by the speed back? You think about speed, you think about breaking ankles. He broke the tackle because he's so fast, moving so fast, hard to get the guy on the ground.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Handoff from the gun. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that third and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a fourth down.
Let's it fly. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Man, this is how we do it. Defensively, you go into halftime, you make adjustments, you talk about, we've seen him do this, we've seen him do that, let's get ready for it, let's have a plan. Plan executed, you could tell they knew what was coming, did a great job defensively, forcing an interception right out the gates to start the second half.
Didn't get much on first down, it's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Grabbed over the middle, it's Barnes. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
It's a really nice job out there making the catch. I feel like fans are always expecting one of these Trojan receivers to be in the conversation of being best in the country, right? Because of the success they've had in the past and certainly in more recent years. There's a lot of pressure to play that position now at the Coliseum and at USC, but this guy right here, he has been making his mark on this offense.
The Trojans trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. This Jr. making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Making side adjustments here. On third down, he drops to throw. Complete to the right. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. And the Trojans look to keep this drive humming. They'll go to the ground. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
Going to swing it on second down. Pulls it in. It's Barnes. At the 20, he's got space. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Southern Cal. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, it is now a final in Conference USA and a game I think a lot of folks will want to hear about. Rice went scorched earth in a double-digit win that might have been worse had they not sat the starters there in that fourth quarter. Total destruction by the Owls in a statement win if there ever was one. Guys, I look at the preseason coaches poll and compare it to where CUSA is right.
Breaks into the open. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. The Beavers, after exploding for that huge run, back to work.
Yeah, I don't know defensively if you want to keep giving this guy that much cushion, because when he gets the ball in space, he's able to shake all these defenders and turns a 5-yard completion into a first down.
And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Lewis to throw. Punch it out of the air. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Second down coming up. They'll run play action. Got his man downfield. And he takes it all the way down to the 10-yard line. An explosive play for this offense. The Beavers trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. He'll pull it on the read. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It's third and goal and a long way from the end zone. He'll set up to throw. And the missed connection on third down.
Good job by this defense, man. They've given up some yards and some plays on this drive, but they didn't lose focus. They stayed dedicated to what they're doing, and a great job on third down, forcing the fourth down here, and hopefully the field goal attempt.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. On the ground, it's Terrell. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Third and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. And he needed just a single yard, and he did not get it. What a stout play by this defense. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll get a fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line. Do you think that coach really had any doubt? He's in his own territory, but you only have a few inches to go.
Go, go, go. I don't care what side of the field it is, 4th and inches. I'm going for it. I like my chances.
Spits it out to the back. With the catch, it's Terrell. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line to pick up the first down.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Trojans now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Under fire. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job beating the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. He's got it on the outside. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's at hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy at the end of the game.
And the Trojans didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Might as well give it to him again. Noses his way forward, maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the...
Touchdown Trojans! And they take it in for 6 more points. They add on another score, and now that record so close to going to 8-1 on the season. And with that latest touchdown, he's looking to etch his name alongside the Trojan Immortals at quarterback.
Yeah, and there's so many stars that have played quarterback at USC that when they get the ball and they do their damage, guess what? They win big-time trophies. And this guy, you have days like this, week in and week out, you will be recognized as the best player in college football.
Using the quick game.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but we've seen crazier stuff happen in college football. It all starts with a big completion on a 2-minute drive. They'll get the momentum started in your direction.
Lewis wants to pass. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the challenge and dominated.
Looking deep down the right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. It just have to make that catch.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure, they're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the fourth quarter.
Hauls it in, the first down and more. There he goes. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to...
It's a big stride inside the 10. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. Wants to keep it in the air. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Beavers! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And they cap off the drive with a touchdown throwing the football. In the last play, they got the explosive. They get right back to the line of scrimmage and dial up another one. Great work by the quarterback and his target being on the same page. These last two plays, throwing the football, man, it doesn't get any better than that.
And he made the extra point without problem. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time. They had a much better field position this time around. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we've got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football. And we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Wide open downfield. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Trojans will snap it on 1st and 10. The give and tick, 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 tick. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the Trojans have put themselves in dire straits after that. It's 2nd and a mile. Motion from the wideout. Out of the gun, the inside give. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. This field goal try to make it a 3-score game late. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. And now the lead is even bigger. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Men, we'll have a shakeup in the MAC standings this week. Check this out. Charlotte came away with the win today, but not in dominant fashion. In fact, the folks in the Queen City had to sweat things out for much of the day. Could have been better, but certainly could have been worse. A busy day in the MAC, and an outcome that figures to shuffle the deck there as we send it back to you.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Lewis to throw. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy. It's 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air on 2nd down. He's taking a deep shot. Makes the grab inside the 30. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Oregon State.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
Well, great job by the hands team receiving there. They're able to spot the kick, fall on it, make sure they keep possession, secure it. Nice job.
And they'll take a knee and watch this clock keep on winding its way toward a victory. Plenty of fireworks in this one, a lot of points. They always talk about having to chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
It's amazing how much offense has just boomed in college football. So good, so many ways to hurt you, and you saw both of these offenses put on a show today, Jess.
Dave, we talked to both of these coaching staffs, and their defensive coordinators were losing sleep all week. They knew this was going to be a tough task ahead of them. So much speed, so much